Ever found yourself with a significant amount of cash and wondered, how much of this can I actually deposit into my Lloyds account? It's a common question, and the answer isn't always as straightforward as you might think. We all use our banks for day-to-day transactions, but when it comes to larger cash sums, understanding the limits and procedures is crucial to avoid any unexpected hurdles. Let's break down Lloyd's approach to cash deposits, covering everything from daily limits to what happens when you try to pay in a substantial amount. This isn't just about avoiding a queue, it's about making sure your money moves smoothly and securely into your account. First off, for personal accounts, Lloyds generally states there are no in-branch cash deposit limits. That sounds great, right? You could walk in with a suitcase of cash, though maybe don't actually do that, for security reasons, and theoretically deposit it. However, while there might not be a hard cap at the counter, it's important to be aware that large deposits, especially those over £10,000, can trigger additional scrutiny due to anti-money laundering regulations. Banks have a legal obligation to report suspicious activity, so if you're depositing a significant sum, be prepared that they might ask about the source of the funds. Having a clear and legitimate explanation, along with any supporting documentation, will make the process much smoother. Now, while in-branch deposits may not have a set limit, other methods do. If you're using a post office to pay cash into your Lloyds account, there are typically limits. For personal accounts, you can usually deposit up to £4,995 in a single transaction and up to £20,000 per calendar year via the post office. These limits are per account, so if it's a joint account, both account holders can utilize these limits. For coins, there's generally a limit of £250 per transaction, and full coin bags are usually required for denominations below £1. What about business accounts? For Lloyds business accounts, the limits when depositing via the post office are a bit higher, typically up to £10,000 a day, with a monthly limit often around £40,000. Again, if you're depositing directly in a Lloyds branch, the bank spokesperson has indicated there are no set limits, but the same principles of scrutiny for large sums still apply. It's also worth noting that self-service machines, like ATMs with deposit functions, usually have their own daily limits. These are generally lower than over-the-counter deposits, often around £2,000 to £3,000 per day, and may also have a note limit, e.g., 50 notes per deposit. If you're looking to deposit a very large amount, these machines won't be your best option. So, in summary, while Lloyds doesn't impose a strict maximum cash deposit limit when you're paying indirectly at a branch, be mindful that larger amounts may prompt questions about the source of your funds. It's always a good idea to have your identification ready and be prepared to explain where the cash came from. For post office deposits and self-service machines, there are clear transactional and sometimes annual limits. The key takeaway is to choose the right method for the amount you're depositing and to be prepared for potential queries for significant sums. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.